It's Week 17 of the National Football League, where we'll see this team's versatile running back. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. Hope y'all ready for this one, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off.
The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
You know, what's funny about the NFL, Mike, is you expect to come out and have your A game each and every week. And certainly that's ideal, but can you win when you don't have your best stuff? And I think that's what we saw from this quarterback last week. The best thing he did was just continue to battle, continue to make just enough plays, even though he had some struggles. The biggest thing is, while he continues to improve, what a confidence boost for this entire team, knowing that even if their quarterback doesn't have his best stuff, they can still play winning football.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They face 2nd down and 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Brian Callahan will send out the field goal unit here. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. No issues there. This one is good. And the visitors are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think two things were at play. Number one, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his second, third, check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of having a better result.
He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he will score for the score. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we take a look at league leaders in receiving touchdowns by the running backs, he's right up there among the best in the league. They'll begin here on the ground. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Now, faking the give. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got...
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop them. That will be no gain on the screen. We're about ready now for the punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for it all.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. With that, why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
It is a big play on first down. It's a gain of 34.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
And he'll get this ahead, gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, brings up 3rd and 6.
Tight end going in motion here. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So the move is for the field goal unit here. This one will be from 37 yards out. His kick is good. And his guys go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Look wide, get this one complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Motion man, set right. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Sacramento.
He'll drop to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
So after 1, it's a close game early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. On comes the punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll send him over to the left. Quick throw here is complete. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll look to throw again.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Off play action. He'll set up to... Oh, they're on him with a flash, and he's lost the football. The defense has it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back, but either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. Here's the toss as they look to run, and nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up.
To the back of the end zone, he's got it for the touchdown. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
The extra point is up and through. And his guys move out in front by the score of 17-3. This one taken at the 10. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be about a yard short of the first, getting it up to the 36. They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. He'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Receiver in motion, going right. Throwing now from the gun. This one complete right side. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. They'll try and run for it. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on fourth down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down, and goal. Now, off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
The extra point is good, and the visitors are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff, returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now this team's offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Receiver in motion, headed left. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The key to this play here, Mike, is the anticipation of the snap. Watch how he's able to time the center, and when that ball moves, he hits it. Gets through into the backfield, and he brings the quarterback down before the receivers even got out of their breaks.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's the punter now, as he'll come on to punt this one away. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. That's into traffic, but taken in. Through the middle of the field. And he will go all the way. Has a touchdown. Extra point attempt still to come. He gets it to go, and the visitors will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. This team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. To the air now on 1st and 10. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw taken in. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Back to the air one more time. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And that is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So, we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report. It's all yours, Coach.
Okay.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Man in motion, heading left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Up the middle they go. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They bring a tight end in motion left. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Now a give up the middle. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. Back to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it for the score.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the 2nd half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this 2nd half started. The extra point is good. And his guys will go up by 7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They bring their tight end right. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he will convert. Good job there. Drive continues at the 48.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Still 1st down.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
First and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But he'll gather it back in. A gain of 21 on that pass play. That's enough for a first down. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Putting the tight end in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
The whole idea of play action is to slow the pass rush down to allow your quarterback to protection to work the ball downfield. That's where a lot of the big play opportunities come in the NFL. And in this case, the defensive line was thinking pass the entire time. The offensive line can't hold up, and it results in a sack.
Third and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down. And now the punting unit will come on, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now a give on the ground. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. It is 3rd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
No problem there on the extra point, and the visitors go up by 3. It's 27-24. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3, and he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll send their tight end left. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. There's that man again. Another catch. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On play action, he'll set up to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Talk about a volume receiver. That's his 90th catch of the season, and he gives his team a 1st down. Tight end going in motion here. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
The extra point, up and good. And the visitors will go up by 7.
Our home team, 27.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll try the right side this time. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield. They need one right now. 3rd and long. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They send a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st down, Sacramento.
Collins, the tight end, is the man moving. Finds an alley to the 35. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only one. So now, a big spot coming here. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And the visitors will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. This offense making its way back on the field, led by their wide receiver. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. We'll talk things over before 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. They stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for our visitors. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.